Hi, everybody, it's Debbie. Welcome to your home, your happy place. I am kicking off my Christmas 2024 decorating season with a marathon, taking some of the videos from last year, editing them down and combining them for a longer treat that you might find inspiration as you're planning what colors, what elements, whatever, vignettes, however you get inspired. I hope you do. And if you enjoy it, please don't forget to give me a like. I'll see you at the end. So this is what I'm going to start with. It may have been what I started with last year, which is my big mirror. And I'm just going to do the mirror, the side wall, and the top of the buffet. And I'm going to start with showing you some stuff I got. Truthfully, I should have done another haul. I had to go back to Hobby Lobby for something. And I saw this, and you know, I love the passage. I love making bold statements in my home about Christmas being about the birth of our Savior. So, and a nativity says that, but this just got me. I loved the writing. I'm not even noticing till this very second, but I loved this grapevine. But as I look at it and the way it's twisted, it almost tells you of the crown of thorns in the future. This is a Ballard's, I think it was from Ballard's, mirror. It goes down below. It was too tall to hang all the way above. I just wanted to show it to you a little more. It is so pretty. So I picked this up at Hobby Lobby on my second trip through. And at first I was like not all big of a fan of the kind of color of the frame, but the more I looked at it, the more I loved it. I really do love this, and I love the scripture, and I love being able to have my very first piece of Christmas decoration actually reference the whole reason that our family celebrates this holiday, and that is the gift of a Savior. And I'm so excited to add this picture to my scene. So the other thing I did was I had an idea of a big bow up there. I've also had an idea of an arch of garland, and I've tried both unsuccessfully. If I could have found exactly the one I wanted, it would have been absolutely breathtaking, but I'm really happy with what happened. And I didn't want to take this ribbon down because it's really tough to get it to hang so that it just drapes like that. So, all right. And then I'm keeping my lamps here. And then we're not going to worry about down below this. This is all going to be our focus today. So let's get started. Because I wanted some more. Even the bells, they have little stars in them. I don't know if you can see. Wait. Well, if you can't see, there's little, there you go. And they're just beautiful. So here's what. I took down my coral pictures. I didn't take down the nail. And I am going to do a wreath on either side. I think I got it. So as of this moment, I haven't found a second of these, but I would assume I have it, but maybe not. So this was of the same. You can tell it's the exact same ribbon. All the components are exactly the same. Right down the center. I think it looks great. So there you can see hanging. I just think it looks really lovely. And then, you know, it might have been too much if you think about having two of those up there with these big fluffy wreaths. So that part is done. I am gonna probably add to the wreaths some of that green and gold ribbon, but let's move down then to this part. Okay, so you saw me get this. This was a Hobby Lobby purchase. So I'm gonna take my manger scene and put it right there. Look at that. I mean, that works out so good. There's that, and then we've got, you know, the scripture hanging over the above it like it's proclaiming it. I just love it. Okay, next. So I wasn't going to add any greenery, but I know I did last year, and I just bought this at Bloomland this week. So here's a shorter one. That piece is $16.99, but it's much fuller, okay? There you go. So I'm gonna pop that in back here. Just sliding it behind. All right, let me get the next thing. These were a little pricey. Wow, $28.99. And I bought two of them. They're gorgeous. I will say that. They are coppery looking. These could be used year round though. That's one of the nice things about it. So I'm going to pop that in that little cubby there and then one over here. And I will tell you that when I did this, it was like, it's okay. And then I thought, do I need a riser? It would be nice. I don't have one specific that size or anything. And so I had put out Christmas coasters and set these aside. And you know, the edges of these are gold. They're really pretty. So I just decided to use these. I have 4, so I'm gonna get 2 of them there. And it kind of looks like a base on it, like on purpose. Let's take a picture. Okay, I want to say something. Of course, you can't see all of it at once unless I get further back, and then you can't see what I want to say. But I really love, first of all, we have this peak in here because of the roof line. But normally, you know, drawing your eye towards the center of anything is really wonderful. And so the way that this gradually goes and then it encompasses that, and then it gradually goes up and you know, this is just spectacular. Same thing here. We have it coming. I mean, the peak you can't see, but all of these heights, they just are perfect. They're playing in perfectly with each other. And what would have been a mistake here is if these wreaths on either side would have been exactly at, you know, at the bottom. Like, let's say this was up and the bottom of it was there. Or the top. I wouldn't have liked that myself. I feel like things need to be just off just a tad in that respect as far as design goes. And of course, we've got another triangle going there. I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous and you could stop there. But we're not going to. We're going to pop in a couple more things just to make it showstopper. All right, these are battery operated. I have 2 different kinds because I found some and they still worked, and then I had 2 more that didn't work, but I found some I'd never opened that require batteries, like real batteries. So they all look the same, I think. Maybe one is more yellow than the other, but I don't mind that. So I've just sprinkled that through. So let me come out here and show you where we're at there. Again, it's a great stopping point. It's a great stopping point. It looks beautiful. But I'm going to add I know, I'm gonna add still. Okay, but I got these probably, well, I don't know if I got them last year or not. They're hard to say whether they're gold or silver, which I love when that happens. And I think I tried to put these behind the greenery, so I'm gonna do that. I need 2 hands for that. But I love they kind of touch the wreath. They kind of touch, it's just, and they're so ethereal. They're not like taking up a lot of visual space, except here. And I'm going to put that behind the greens. All right, it just adds, I don't know, just another layer. I think it takes it up a notch. I just really like it. Okay, I have 2 more things. One is simple. And this is a little asymmetric because I'm not doing something to mirror it on the other side. This was on top of my fireplace, which on my mantle, which I might put back for a while when I decorate it to show you, and then I'll show you what I'm leaving it with because it's more personal. But I'm not sure if I had this here or over here in front of that. I'm not sure. There's room for it in both spots. The last thing is, I think I'm going to cut a couple of ribbons and fold them out with this golden green twist to kind of tie these these pieces together. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. The wreaths are absolutely gorgeous the way they are. You know, I make a decision usually before I get your opinion, but okay, and I'll get closer. But from a distance where most people are going to stand, here's what that looks like with the gold and green ribbon added, which you don't really see the green at all. And here it is without it. And here's that piece, which you just barely see that gold coming out. I think I like it because I'm seeing it pull out that gold bell a little bit. And even the, what I didn't even notice, like some gold, it's not a heavy stitching of gold on that red bow, but there's a little there. So I am going to go ahead and add that. And then I'll light the candles and we'll be done. So that you can get the whole effect. Sorry for my light. There we go. All right, there it is. Now we'll come in closer for detail. Today we're going to work on my fireplace mantle and my coffee table and my 2 sofas. So I'm going to pop these up. I need to cut the tag off. I'll do that. I found this upstairs. It was real little. It's the kind that are on like little chains, plastic chains. I don't know if you can see those. There you go. It's got a little glittery berry, and then it's got velvet poinsettia. Super simple. Christmas memories. I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. So I don't know how old I was when I first got to do this. I feel like I was around 9, and my mother asked me if I wanted to decorate for Christmas or help. And from that year, I think it was my job always to decorate for Christmas. And I was just fascinated with this little angel. She is a music box. You heard that. I'm not going to have her play right now. But so this is from my childhood, and I love, ever since then, I've loved music boxes. My family used to buy them for me. Nobody really does anymore. I think they're harder to find, especially the small ones like this. But anyway, I ended up putting the joy back over there because I just thought it was more for us. And this is our family room. And so that's family. But I keep the birch logs out because they're just beautiful. And I pulled this basket out for fall and put my birch logs in it. And so for Christmas, I decided to just add some green stems and some wood stems that would go beautiful in a floral arrangement. And yes, I could put a ribbon around it and everything. I just don't want to overdo. I feel like I have so much, as I keep saying, going on over here. This is my over the top. I want everything else in the room to kind of just be understated. So I like to mix it up. Last year, I'm very sure these were out on the screen porch. This is corduroy. I love this. Super soft, velvety corduroy with the really woolly lamb's wool interior. And then these were, Ray Dunn, I'm sure, because he's the one that does, or she. I don't know if it's a he or she. Do you? Normally, I'm not too particular. I do like them to look like they're casually thrown, but I do want to see the Be Merry, and I want to have enough space for my pillows so that it's not covering that. I've had these for many, many years. They are like a velveteen. I don't know if I even have the right insides in them, but they're removable. I bought these at Pottery Barn years ago. I don't know if they still carry them, but they've held up wonderfully. I machine wash. So I'm gonna put red on red, but I'm gonna do that. And now I'm gonna pair them with this red, and ooh, it's so pretty. All right, we got the paper log in there. We probably need to clean that up, but now that we've already lit one, we can't. I love these. These are 4-hour ones, I think. So, I don't know. It's probably, what time is it, babe? 2?
Yeah. 2:15.
2? Okay. Yeah. So this will get us to dinner time. That's great. Hey, BB, are you having fun while I decorate? Yes. I'm thinking about layers and staying warm, so it doesn't bother me to have a table runner. This is one it was in my stash. I'm sure it's from TJ Maxx, which is where I always get them. You guys, I'll say it over and over again. You can't beat the price. This is real embroidery on here and real lace, and you're not going to beat the price at TJ Maxx or Home Goods for your table runners. So I'm going to pop that over this. So a few of the things are just carrying over from fall, and these, I've not been able to find these again. Next time I'm in St. Louis, I'm going to try and visit the store where I bought these at. I'd love to have another set, but it's a boutique and they're not online. And then these are those honeydew. I know it's a summer smell, but the color is perfect for the color green that I've got going on in here. So popping these in. I say these because I have a tall and a short. So I'm just going to tuck this in. Now I have a little stem sticking out, so I'm just going to put this ball on top. Candle snuffer. I changed out the gold coasters. I'm pointing over there because I am using them for risers. And I had these, they're like, I don't know what, I forgot what you call that. But anyway, they're woodsy. They've got bark on them. And normally I'd probably have these out on the screen porch, but I just loved the bright red on them. So I'm popping that in here. This was just up in my stash. It doesn't tell me where it's from. I'm gonna guess that it was Walmart or Michael's last year. I have one little thing for the sofa over here. What does this say on it? Holiday 2005. I'm not sure where I got this actually. Could have been, back in the day, Target used to do stuff like this. Macy's, they would do little like keepsake type things. He is, in case you can't tell, he's a pale green and cream with this beautiful stitchery, and then, like I said, that little collar. And his joints actually move, and they're buttons. I mean, this is so really well made. It's so well made. I absolutely love it, and it's just cute.
Whoa, oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh. Da, 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 oh, oh. Da, 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 da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, and I've been longing to hold you close. Forget about everyone else. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh, oh.
And then over here, this is the bench that goes to my kitchen table. When it's fully extended, we bring that out. Otherwise, it's just back here. And I've paired a really beautiful, I mean, this is like a raised embroidered fabric that it's just beautiful. And then all of this little bells, they actually are bells in there. Gorgeous. Of course, it was at Home Goods, and it's a beautiful pillow. And then this one's pretty old. Most people that have seen us lately have seen my daughter with really dark hair, and then there I am with dark hair, and she's got blonde, and and then, you know, that was when we had one grandchild, and now we've got 7. So that's the first year we did matching pajamas. She's all cozy. I've added this picture here, and I don't know, but we'll put the tree up, and then I think that will be it for this room. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, you guys. Let me know what you think.
La da da da, oh oh oh. La da da da, oh oh. La da da da, making our Christmas memories. I've been wrapping presents for you. I've been hanging marbles in the tree. And I've lit my house with Christmas lights. So you should come back home to me. And when we wake up in the morning, I'm gonna play those carols that you love. We'll be singing all the melodies.
I call this a very casual, it's not every day though, a very casual Christmas table. And I'm going to start with my inspiration. I picked these up at Home Goods or TJ Maxx probably a couple years ago. It's a gray, green, and then a not so bright red, burnt red, I'd say, with a snow scene. And all the plates are exactly the same, and this is all I got. They didn't have, you know, dinner plates. Even if they did and they had a picture, what's the point of buying that and then covering it up with this? So I love to layer my plates. It's just what I do. So this is what we're going to get started with. This is what I'm starting with. I don't have placemats. I went through 3 different chargers. I ended up with this, which I've used before. You've seen it. This is wood. These are old Pier 1 ones. It's gorgeous. And here's my plate. I love the detail in here. And I did not buy a whole set, evidently. I just bought the plates because I've never run across it. It does say it's Jacqueline Smith today. Anyway, here we go. I'm going to pop out these plates. Looks like an antique gold on it, and it's and then a burnt red. I mean, I've had these for so many years, you guys. It says Hampton on the background. I can't it's printed on the fork. I can't tell what it says underneath that, but so these are kind of just fun. At this point, you could make this an everyday table. I think what's going to change it for me is that I'm going to bring in some crystal. But if you wanted to stay more every day, you would just use your more everyday glasses. They're very inexpensive and they give you a really nice, festive, more formal look to your table. I'm just doing a wine, very small wine and water goblet. So these I unpacked and speaking of writing, so these say Merry Christmas all over them and they have a really pretty edge. This would look stunning alone, but again, Pier 1 taught me to layer. And so I started, you've seen me layer my napkins before. This is also probably from them, I know it is. This is really moss green, which is really the color of my honeydew melon candles, of my pillows in my family room. So it's really special that I'm being able to, I thought it was all hunter green or super dark green, and there will be some of that in there, but the moss green is actually the decorative thing that I've been using. So normally we'll layer this like over, or I put this one on and have this peeking out. But I tried those and I wasn't thrilled. So here's what I do as far as this. I like make it a little, I put my finger in the middle and make it like a little ghost, I guess, if you were. And now I'm going to put these two together and I'm actually going to let the green one, I'm going to do it so that the green one is kind of wrapping this one a little bit. Does that look okay? Now, I have a lot of really pretty Christmas napkin rings, but I saw this one in my collection, which is just an old brass one, and I thought that really complemented this. There you go. So I'm going with this one, and you can play with it. I just kind of wanted this like in a little hood. So I did all this and it still was just meh. Buying some bells because I was working on, and I'll tell you this later or show it to you another time, but I told you I had been hunting all over for a garland for the fireplace that would match the wreaths and that, and I had gone back to Michael's where I had bought those wreaths, and there was something so similar that I bought it and tried it, and but it didn't have the bells on. So I picked up some bells at Hobby Lobby, and it was like, yeah, these are too small. I don't want that. So they were laying on the table, and I'm like, this looks really cute together. So I am going to pop these over. I think I'd be better off cutting this and tying it, but for today's video, I'm not going to do that. I want to bring it down. Each of the bells say something different. Well, not each. There's 3 sayings. So there's Noel, peace, and joy. Next, I found this in my stash. It says Kohl's. I don't shop there very often. I think it had a ring around it, but I took it off this morning. And then this went with it. Really pretty piece. I decided to put this down to break up the square of this. I don't know why, but I liked it. And you'll see when I'm done that it actually had a purpose. They are the honeydew melon pillar candle, and they are perfectly moss green. So I love that. So it's going in the center. If I weren't doing anything else, I would not have that plate there because it doesn't look good, but I am. I sat with this for a while. First of all, I sat with this with no little ornament and it was just a little plain, and I had the everyday glasses and it was just a little plain. So you can see it's a very wonderfully flexible. The leaves are gorgeous on it, and the berries, you know, what I don't like is a lot of times these berries get a little chipped up, but I suppose I could fix that myself. All right, so I bought 2 of them. I'm gonna just layer them through the top here, and then let's see what it looks like. There we go. The other one, this one looks like somebody bent it. I like having the white there because I just feel like it turns it more into a centerpiece. And this kind of garland worked really pretty going around. I didn't have to play with this at all. So anyway, I think that looks really lovely, but I'm not done. All right, the very last thing I'm adding are these antique gold bells. They do have some cedar in them. So while they have some spruce or something else in them, the cedar and the berries and the antique gold really ties them in. They have a front and a back, but I am going to kind of train this down to the front side and just leave the back alone. And I'm going to put them facing the opposite way so that one side's got the front and a back and the other side's got a front and a back. And guess what we're gonna do today? But I'm gonna start today off with, a few videos ago, I said it was a haul. And I said, what am I gonna do with these? And really, I only had one guess, you guys. I was a little disappointed in your participation. But I'm gonna show you what I am gonna do. So these are little gingerbread stickers that I picked up at Hobby Lobby for, well, it says $3.99. So they were $2 a piece. And I'm going to do this on camera. So if it's a fail, it's a fail. And then we'll just move on to the rest of the decorating in here. The idea came to me in the car. Put some stickers on there. Well, the sticker options were all kinds of things. I could have got little holly leaves that had a berry. They would have been very sophisticated. So if you're going to know anything about the way this kitchen design is going, this is fun, this is whimsical, this is for my grandchildren, it's just going to be a Candyland experience. So I don't even know what kind of stickers these are. Oh no, he's got a broken leg. Where is it? Uh-oh. I don't know if he's going to make the cut. Ha ha ha. All right, so let me see if I can do this, and if it's a fail, it's a fail, and I may still just put up the white shades just for something different. We'll see. I don't even know. Let's see. I should have counted up sheets and determined, but right now I'm just going to put one on and see if it works. I can't imagine why it wouldn't work. Can you see what I'm doing? Here, let me turn it. Let me do it up here. There we go. Oh, well, that's easy enough. Will it come off? I'm pretty sure it will. Oh my gosh, it's really darling. I think right now I'm just going to do a border. I like the idea. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it straight. If I don't keep it straight, I'll do a zigzag with it. I don't know how to do this. That's close enough. I mean, is anybody really going to notice if I get crooked? They might. He's a little crooked. Cute. Finish this one and we'll see what we think. Okay, I did it. I don't know what I'm gonna think of it. One thing I did learn is the little broken one. I found 3 more of them. They're actually like zigzagged, like somebody had taken a bite off their leg. They're not gonna make it on here. So when I bought these, my plan was to, and I still could maybe, I just don't know if I'll have enough, do another row that's every other, and then I could probably get 3 rows on here and make it look pretty nice. But right now I'm just gonna stick with this. So am I gonna do them all? I think I'll do 4 so that I can get a chandelier done, and then I'll show you what it looks like and we'll go yay, nay, because that's a lot of work then to just say, let's take them all off and forget the whole thing. It is on a wood base, but it's a Lazy Susan, it's marble. It's got a snowflake in the center, if you can see that. One of the first things I picked up when I decided to go gingerbread, I think, was this cookie jar. This is the back of it though. I got this at Hobby Lobby this year, and it's obviously got one of those nice airtight things on there, so it's gonna keep your baked goods or whatever you decide to put in here fresh. But I told you we'd come back to some pink, so I've got some pretty pink on this one, but we've got red and green, and even some gold. I should probably put you the other way, but I'm gonna do it this way and we'll just turn it around. I picked up this candle last year, never even got the chance to burn it. It is a holiday spruce. It smells really pretty. It's got a gold. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on there. That's very nice. And I found him when I was unpacking. I must have bought him last year because he still has this little price tag on. I think he's a Walmart. Walmart has the best prices on little ornaments. So if you're looking for something very specialized, it's got a little pink drum, and I love all the pink glitter. So I'm going to cut the tag off, but this little guy is going to stand guard here. My daughter-in-law gave me this last year, which says Merry Christmas, as an early, so I could use it for Christmas. But then the kids were at an age it was really not feasible to bake cookies with them last year. But I do have a little child's cookie baking set, but she got me a pink one, which is, I didn't have that. So cute. And of course this is flamingos, you guys, and a little flamingo spatula. So with the pink and all, I'm popping that out here as well. And this is an oldie but goodie, just an old, oh, he's fuzzy. I didn't even notice. Just a little gingerbread guy. I'm gonna have him hanging out the side. I taught myself how to make sugar cookies. So aside from those that I've collected over the years, I do have a gingerbread man or two, and just snowflakes and snowmen. And so I'm just gonna fill this up. So we've got our little baking center ready. This is a great counter for rolling out dough. And the mixer, I have one of those where you just pull it up. So I have a mixer that's right here. So that works out perfectly. So we were at Walmart the other day, just picking up some odds and ends, and I saw a couple of little gingerbread things. So I picked up this one. So cute. Every little cup, measuring cup, is a little different print. Oh, for heaven's sakes, I thought I got that paper out. Well, obviously these didn't get washed then. Oh, this one's cute. It's got a candy cane on it. And they all tell you what they are inside. So I do need to wash, but I'm going to set this out. And if you saw my hostess gift video from yesterday, you saw this little guy. He was alone standing there at Walmart. There were no others. And I told my husband, he goes, "What? We need another cookie jar?" And I said, "Listen, all the cookie jars we have, you're the one that collects them." He goes, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Well, the Grinch And then we had to get the Pillsbury Doughboy. And he goes, well, what about the others? I said, well, they're from my childhood. so I said, I had to adopt this one and bring him home. I think I'm probably going to have to give him a name, but I don't have one yet. All right, I'm not really sure how I'm going to play with this in a minute. I told you I had gotten some plates on Amazon that were gingerbread, but they just weren't big enough to be on my table. So this is their size. They're adorable. Certified International. I guess all 4 of them are different. Yeah. 2 little girls and 2 little boys. And so I had these over here, but I have a few little cloches that I don't have any food to put in right now, and I'm not going to. This is a beautiful hammered, I'm pretty sure it was from Pottery Barn, or not Pottery Barn, Pier 1. Beautiful glass on it. I'm going to set it over here so it gives a little bit of something on the other side of the island.
Told lies. I can only hope that Santa Claus and my records agree. Then maybe this year Santa's coming home to me. I have found the perfect tree and to the nines. I've even made little gingerbread Santas. There's nothing left to chance. This year, Santa's coming home to me. Spreading all over town, but of course it's not true. They say Santa ain't coming home.
I was looking for something Christmassy and I couldn't find it. I wanted a little bigger opening so I could put one of my rolling pins in it. And just for now, this is that. It's just going to be simple. Cookbook folder, but I've grown to love it. And even though I said, oh, I don't do gingerbread, this will be my first year, well, I totally forgot all about my White House and gingerbread memories and recipes. So I just picked one of the beautiful gingerbread pages in here to open up to. I'm putting my Christmas tree rolling pin right in front. And then since I didn't have anything to dress up my utensil holder, I did have this already. Looks like I picked it up at TJ Maxx last year for $7. So another gingerbread item. I'm just gonna pop that there. So this one was super cute. I found this year. and that's the only one I wanted. And so I'm just gonna put her or him, I guess it's a him, on there, and it's just gonna go facing the other way here. So we've got two things coming out this way. I've got the plates in here facing this way, and then that. So right over here, I can always change things. So on our house tour, if you notice, I might have things change. But right now, I just love these. I believe I used them last year for my Christmas kitchen table in here. And they're reversible. So I love them. They have all this great quilting on them. And I just wanted some of that color over here. I always have been using this over here, putting my salt and pepper shakers in it. But I've been adding a ring, which I found the perfect little ring. We already owned it, so I don't know where it's from. It's got little frosted bells on it, pine cones, white berries, little baskets with red berries, and some kind of white leaf. This is, I don't know, I think these are Walmart mainstays. This is from last year anyway. Evergreen spruce. And I am careful, it is not under my cabinet and it's not under this. It's just in that little space there where there's nothing. Simple little vignette, but a functional one. Something where I can grab my recipes, my salt and pepper, and I can have a fragrance. Okay, I picked these up at Michael's. They have so many little twinkle lights that are just adorable. So this one was stars and gingerbread men, and I thought, and copper. I mean, it's just perfect for what I was doing, and big old battery pack. But I'm gonna hang it up there and see if it works. I don't know. Again, these are trial and error. So I'm gonna be just working on this side of the kitchen today. Some of it I've done so to save time, because up and down a ladder, you know, it's just a lot. You know what? When it comes to coffee and hot chocolate, people like to pick out their cups. So I really wanted it almost eye level where people could just reach in. So I'm not showing you. And I decided at the top to just bring in some of my copper because that really shines through the glass. So this is where I'm going to start with you guys. This is turn into my coffee station and hot cocoa for Christmas, and I guess just for winter, period. I found this piece at the little boutique in Ozark. So I'm just going to pop him here. It could be pretty on a placemat or something. I mean, I got a really pretty gold open weave one over there. But I keep trying stuff, and I kind of love how it looks on my marble, well, it's not marble, on my, what is this, you guys? Quartz. I love how it looks on the quartz, so I just can't do it. So, I want you to see it from this way because, whoops, it's cuter that way. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna put in this new towel. I think I showed you just the other day that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, keeping some of my gingerbread in here. And I want that draped out. And I have 3 skinny syrups. I probably ordered these online, but a lot of times you can get them at TJ Maxx. So salted caramel, vanilla caramel creme or cream, and caramel pecan. Can you tell I love caramel? But these are, I'm pretty sure these are 0 sugar. Well, it doesn't say on here. So that tells me I did buy these on Amazon because they were in a box and it has all the ingredients on the back. So we don't do sugar in this house. And I really don't use these very much either. I'm not into that very much, but and then this is old from probably last year, but they have it back again this year from Hobby Lobby or Cocoa. And then the little mini marshmallows, which I don't have any in here. They don't, unfortunately, they don't make sugar-free marshmallows, but it doesn't mean I won't get some when the company comes, and I'll also have regular. You got to stir it up, and I buy these in, I mean, you can get sets of them. I've had different colors, but this is my favorite one so far with the gold on the top. Still a silver stand, but, and if you're not familiar with these, they have batteries in them, and that's spinning around. So I use it all the time for just, stirring up my ghee, which is the clarified butter I put in my coffee, or when you're mixing cream. It's pretty enough to sit out. In front of this, I've just got these from, I don't know from how long ago, Naughty and Nice with little spoons. Pretty sure they came from TJ Maxx. They're cute. The whole inspiration for my pink vintage stuff came from me buying this last year. It came after Christmas. It even came bent, but it was like, so you can see the bends on it. It was only $1 something, but it is metal. And it says Mrs. Claus Old Fashioned Hot Chocolate. Add your own toppings. Fresh from the North Pole. It's a little gingerbread and Christmas tree person. And I would have loved to put that back there, but it's just lost. It needs to be on a nice board or something. I just don't have anything right now. So, and as you see, there's no pink going on. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of pink here and there with the gingerbread stuff I found. But I saw this and I really loved it. And that's from Hobby Lobby. I don't think I showed that in a haul, but maybe I did. So I'm centering him underneath here, and then all this stuff will be, oh, and then I have something else. So these little guys came in a little Christmas bag, drawstring bag, and they are just, they're very lightweight metal spoons with various Christmas, let's see, and there are gingerbreads men in here. So they were so inexpensive. I got them on Amazon last year, and if they still have them, I'll link them below. And I didn't have anything small to put them in, so I found only one Santa mug that was like that. So I'm just sitting them in here and popping that right here. Okay. Now that's starting to look really spread out, but it'll be closed in by my mug trees. I've been using this mug tree every time you see me. I love it. And probably everybody who's doing gingerbread this year has these cups. They came from Hobby Lobby. I mean, they're gorgeous. Look at the little polka dot trim on the bottom and the whimsical little happy gingerbread guys. And then even the holly trim on the inside. I just think they're beautiful.
stoplight. I could use some rest to really be at my best. When the morning comes, it's Christmas time.
And I don't know if I'll add anything, probably not this year, but it depends as I unpack if I find anything. So this whole little section's done. And let's move into this side over here. So same thing, I started taking out some of my summer stuff. I mean, there's things I'll leave year round. I always leave my ice cream and my, no, I don't know what you call them right now, sorry. And then I added soup tureens up there, and then that little mouse, it says everything, nothing was stirring, not even a mouse, is the sweetest little cheese ball holder. But I'd love to find a little more, oh, and then this, and he's so cute. So he's Christmas. And then this is a Christmas plate. So I've added a few things, but I'd like a little bit more color because when you close it, it really doesn't show up much. And then up on the top, I have a Christmas tin, and these are those things that are probably no more than $1 from the dollar store. That one's a beautiful one. I should get up on a ladder and show it to you. And then a little Christmas tree and a cookie jar. So I'm just gonna pop something down here, very minimal. Already, and it was sitting here. One day I just started putting things on it. So I'm gonna set it right here. All right. I just keep finding little trees. I don't know, where they were or anything like that, but I was unpacking things, and I was all getting piled up here. I do piles when I'm trying to figure out where stuff goes. So I just set it here, and I thought, well, isn't that cute? I'm gonna make a quick little vignette there. And so I thought, oh, he'll be so cute right here. So that's what I did. He's taking his list, checking it twice right there. And I will get a closer up for you in a minute. And then also unpacking, I found a picture of our family from Christmas 2019. It's hard to believe, but since then we have 5 more grandchildren. That's so hard to believe. So I'm just gonna set that back there. And it's just a sweet, it's my family. So I love being, I know we're missing a few, but we'll make up for that this year. We'll get a good picture. This is the Amazon. Absolutely love it. So it's a days until Christmas countdown. And it's just glistening trees and the deer and that. And then there's a little snowflake that goes in here so that you can just tilt it. So I'm going to pop that into the window. Fortunately, I have just enough of a windowsill that it sits up here. I have a lot of battery operated candles. I used to do the electric. I prefer those, but the cords are a mess, and you don't always have the option of where to do a plug. So right now, all I do is unscrew these. It'd be nice if I could come up with something where there was just a remote, but I don't have that yet. So that one's on. I'm gonna turn it off because I turn them on around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's not that yet. And then even though it's got this on here, I really don't need it because they'll set on my windowsill just fine. So I have another one. And that's it. It's all that I want. There you go. All right, I'm going to kind of step down here so you can kind of see how we look on this part of the kitchen. Sort of, you can see it. So I have another one of those dollar plates It's a very Victorian scene. They're metal, by the way. And then, in case you can't tell, we've got the Grinch cookie jar and then another Christmas tree. I'm going to use the same candle idea that I have going on over there, but I'm going to put them here, and there's a reason. There's a screen in here, so I don't have room to do that there. And I could take the screen out, but at this point, I don't think I'm gonna. I wanted to have that still. I wanted to keep some of that pink in here and the vintage feel, and you'll see some more pink showing up, but it's a mix of pink, red, and green in here. So this is an old sign I've had for a while. Looks like Celebrate It. I think that's a Michael's. So maybe it was just last year. I don't know, but it's beautiful. I love that old looking Santa in gold and pink, and it's beautiful. So I'm just setting that. I'm not hanging it. Yeah, I could, but honestly, I want to see my view. So it's just a nice little reminder while I'm sitting here. When I was unpacking, I found these so pretty. Where were these from? I don't know. I want to, well, I don't know. The colors on here, I mean, there is pink and there's a little bit of gold and silver, and they're just so pretty. So I wanted to put those on either side of my sink. Then, I know this doesn't make any sense because it's all tied up. Are you going to use it, right? This was probably at that little boutique that I bought the sleigh at. And I was just like, okay, that's just too cute. It's it's almost like a napkin that's sewn onto a piece of cardboard. So what, if you're a DIYer, check that out, right? It is so cute. And then they've folded up 3 beautiful towels, and then they've got all these little bows on it. And I love it. So I'm just going to put it, oh, you can't see that so much. Let me move that a little. I'm just going to put it right there. I know, you can't use it, but I have towels out, trust me. Oh, I am enjoying this. I put this out at some point this year, I think in the spring. It's a heavy marble little cake stand, wood base. Love the cutting on the edge of it. It's just so charming. And it, and I mean, I'm not usually a label person, so I'm going to be very specific here about it. It's not the label, it's the scent. Back in the day when there were malls everywhere and you could shop in a mall, I would go into a Williams-Sonoma. There's not a Williams-Sonoma to be found around me anymore. But these are my most favorite smelling soaps, lotions. I have them every year, and I'd like to keep them out almost all year round, except I found my Innis, and I like that for my summer. So I'm going to pop this out. Another little Santa that I found, I just put him up here, and it was like, that's perfect. I just love that little vignette. And I know it's too far away, but you'll see it in a second.
In the biting Jack Frost night, one star shining on a darkened sky with beams of Christmas light. Now I just stop and stare. Can this be seen everywhere?
you found some inspiration in that. Let me know in the comments if maybe there's colors that inspired you or ways that I styled something, maybe some of the thematic items that were being used, or just tell me what you already got planned. I would love to hear it, and I hope to see you on Wednesday with another decorating marathon. We'll close it out on Friday with a marathon of the home tour, and then next week I'll be joining you decorating for 2024. Hopefully I will be well by then. If you can't tell, I am quite under the weather. So I will see you on the next video. You guys take care. Don't forget to give me a like. Thank you for your comments. I love it. You are so kind to me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.